Hello and welcome to today's episode, which deals with institutional setup for export promotion, development of commerce, export promotion council and commodity boards, service institutions and few important terms: export credit and guarantee, cooperation ECGC, Indian Institute of Foreign Trade IIFT, Trade Development Authority, Federatalia Export Import, Trade Fair Authority of India, Institutional Infrastructure for Export, Promotion in India. The Government of India has set up a number of institutions whose main functions are to help an exporter in its export efforts. It is therefore necessary for the exporters to acquaint themselves with these institutions and the nature of help they can render to them, so that they can initially contact them to get whatever help they could get from these institutions in exporting their products. Before we go any further, allow me to give you a quick introduction about myself. I am Ms. Pallavi Mohan, working globally since 18 plus years, have held leadership positions in the field of marketing, retail, operations, PR and communications. Recent assignment was with Samsung Electronic as corporate communication professional. Students, let's start with understanding some important terms and concepts related to institutional infrastructure for export promotion in India. First, Department of Commerce. The Department of Commerce in the Ministry of Commerce and Industry is the primary government agency responsible for evolving and directing foreign trade policy and programs, including commercial relationship with other countries. This department is headed by Secretary and is assisted in the discharge of duties by a special secretary, additional secretaries and a number of other senior officers functioning as divisional heads. The department consisting of the following division concerning with various subjects connected with exports and imports. Second, advisory boards. Boards of Trade. Boards of Trade is the highest advisory body under the Department of Commerce to deliberate on policy matters. It has its members as follows: Presidents of Federation of India Chambers of Commerce and Industry FICCI, the Associated Chambers of Commerce and Industry of India ASSOCHAM, and Food Safety and Standard Authority of India FSSAI. The leading industry secretaries of Commerce and Industry, Finance, External Affairs and Textiles. Chairman of Indian Trade Promotion Organization ITPO, MD of Export Credit and Guarantee Corporation ECGC. Export Promotion Board under the chairmanship of Cabinet Secretary. The Associated Chambers of Commerce and Industry of India is one of the apex trade associations of India. The organization represents the interest of trade and commerce in India and acts as an interface between industry, government and other relevant stakeholders on policy issues and initiatives. The goal of this organization is to promote both domestic and international trade and reduce trade barriers while fostering conducive environment for the growth of trade and industry of India. Third, attached and subordinate offices. Directorate General of Foreign Trade, Director General of Commercial Intelligence and Statistics, Export Processing Zones, Indian Government Commercial, Representatives abroad. Fourth, autonomous bodies. Students, there are many such autonomous bodies and let's understand each one of them. I will be mentioning in case we had covered an episode entirely or partially on the topic. First, Export Promotion Council. there are 20 export promotion councils covering the following products: apparels, chemicals, pharmaceuticals and cosmetics, carpet, cashew, cotton textiles, electronics and computer software, gems and jewelry, handicrafts, handlooms, leather, power looms, construction, plastics, shellac, silk, synthetic, sports goods and wool and woolens. These councils are registered under the Companies Act as non-profit making agencies. The Department of Commerce provides necessary financial assistance in relation to their export promotion work. These councils advise the government regarding current developments in the export sector and measures the necessary to facilitate future growth in export, assist manufacturers and exporters to overcome the various constraints and extend to them the full range of services for the development of market overseas. The Council also performs certain regulatory functions as they have the power to register and issue registration cum membership certificate under the export and import policy and also deregister defaulting exporters. The Council also conduct market surveys, assist in product development, sponsor trade delegations and guide newcomers in the export trade. Second, commodity boards. There are 9 statutory boards for the following commodities: handicrafts and handlooms, silk, power looms, coffee, coir, rubber, tea, tobacco and spices. The commodity board dealt with the entire range of problems of production, development, marketing, etc. In respect of commodities concerned, they act themselves as if they were the Export Promotion Council. Some of these boards have opened their branch in foreign countries in order to promote the consumption of the commodities under their jurisdiction. Third, Marine Products Export Development Authority. The main function of the authority are: first, development of offshore and deep sea fishing in all its aspects and conservation and management of offshore and deep sea fisheries. Second, registration of fishing vessels, processing plants, storage premises and export with a view to promote a healthy development. Third, laying down standards and specification for marine products for the purpose of export. Fourth, rendering financial assistance. Fifth, arranging for training in different aspects connected with export with special reference to fishing, processing and marketing. Fourth, agricultural and processed food products Export Development Authority. Fifth, Indian Institute of Foreign Trade. The Indian Institute of Foreign Trade is functioning under the Ministry of Commerce. This is registered under the Societies Act. Sixth, Indian Trade Promotion Organization. Seventh, National Centre for Trade Information NCTI. The main function of NCTI inclusive of create database at national and international levels for export promotion, collect information on various aspects of trade and commerce on different countries, establish linkages with trade promotion bodies, regulatory bodies, Chamber of Commerce, etc. Organize training, seminars and conferences on matters related to trade and commerce. Publish papers, periodicals and other literatures having a bearing on trade and commerce. Eighth point, Export Credit and Guarantee Corporation. The Export Credit and Guarantee Corporation ECGC, a Government of India undertaking, has been established for minimizing the risk element in export business and to facilitate the flow of finance for the banks to exporters. In addition to the normal risk policies, the corporation assists the exporters through special schemes such as packing credit guarantee, post-shipment credit guarantee and export production finance guarantee. To suit varying need of exporters, the corporation provides different types of covers which may be divided into the following 3 broad groups: standard policies, financial guarantees, special policies under its policies intended to protect the exporters against overseas credit risks. Export Credit and Guarantee Corporation ECGC bear the main risk and pays the exporter 90% of his loss on account of commercial risk and political risks. Ninth, Exporter-Importer Bank. The Exim Bank was established on January 1st, 1982 for the purpose of financing, facilitating and promoting foreign trade of India. It extends finance to exporters of capital and manufactured goods, exporters of softwares and consultancy services, and overseas joint ventures and construction projects abroad. The bank is the principal financial institution in India for coordinating the work of institutions engaged in financial export and import trade. The Exim Bank concentrates mainly on medium and long-term credit for exports of goods and services on deferred payment terms. Export Inspection Councils. Quality control and pre-shipment inspection is one of the important factors in the export marketing. In order to ensure the quality of the products exported, a legislation entitled Export, Quality Control and Inspection Act was enacted by the Indian Parliament in 1963. As per this Act, the Government of India has established the Export Inspection Council. The function of this council are generally to advise the central government regarding the measures for the enforcement of quality, control and inspection in relation to commodities intended for export and draw up a program therefore. 11th, Indian Institute of Packaging. Students, we had covered this topic in one separate episode. You should go through the export episode, as this will help you gain knowledge with a consistency. The institute endeavours to improve the standard of packaging needed for the promotion of exports and create infrastructural facilities for overall packing improvement in India. The Indian Institute of Packaging is a national apex body set up in 1966 by the Packaging and Allied Industry and the Ministry of Commerce. 12th, Indian Council of Arbitration. Students, check the episode which talks about arbitration in detail. This will help you to understand today's topic very well. I will be covering today's topic, however, additional knowledge will also help you. 13. Federation of Indian Export Organization, other institution concerned with export promotion. Office of the Textile Commissioner, Bombay. Office of the Jute Commissioner, Kolkata. Indian Jute Mill Association, Kolkata. Students, hope you have understood institutional infrastructure for export promotion in India. Now we will start with our next topic, commerce. Commerce is an activity of buying and selling of goods and services, especially on a large scale. The system includes legal, economic, political, social, cultural and technological systems that are in operations in any country or internationally. Thus, commerce is a system or an environment that affects the business prospects of economies. It can also be defined as a component of business which includes all activities, functions involved in transferring goods from producers to consumers. Today, commerce includes as a subset a complex system of companies which try to maximize their profits by offering products and services to the market at the lowest production cost. A system of international trade has helped to develop the world economy, but in combination with bilateral or multilateral agreements to lower tariffs or to achieve free trade has sometimes harmed third world markets for local products, it has been argued. Export promotion councils are registered as non-profit organizations under the Indian Companies Act. At present, there are 11 export promotion councils under the administrative control of the Department of Commerce and 9 export promotion councils related to textile sector under the administrative control of Ministry of Textiles. The Export Promotion Council perform both advisory and executive functions. These councils are also registered authorities under the Export-Import Policy 2002-2007. Commodity Boards is registered agency designated by the Ministry of Commerce, Government of India for purpose of export promotion and has offices in India and abroad. There are 5 statutory commodity boards which are responsible for the production, development and export of tea, coffee, rubber, spices and tobacco. The Export Credit and Guarantee Corporation (ECGC) Limited, formerly Export Credit Guarantee Corporation of India Limited, is a company wholly owned by the Government of India based in Mumbai, Maharashtra. It provides export credit insurance support to Indian exporters and is controlled by the Ministry of Commerce. Government of India had initially set up Export Risk Insurance Corporation (ERIC) in July 1957. It was transformed into Export Credit and Guarantee Corporation Limited, Export Credit and Guarantee Corporation (ECGC) in 1964 and to Export Credit Guarantee Corporation of India in 1983. Dear students, we have so far covered institutional setup for export promotion and related topics. However, it is very important for us to check what the news and what are the latest changes so that we know the current scenario. Let's check out what's new. Export Credit and Guarantee Corporation reduces premiums by 17% in line with the government policies to promote exports. Export Credit and Guarantee Corporation (ECGC) has slashed the premiums further by 17% to enable level playing fields for exporters. 58th Foundation Day celebration of Export Credit and Guarantee Corporation Limited was held in Indian Merchant Chamber building near Church Gate Station, Mumbai on 11th August 2015. Shri Arvind Mehta, Additional Secretary, Department of Commerce, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Government of India was the chief guest and Shri P.M.A. Hakim, retired IAS, ex-CMD of Export Credit and Guarantee Corporation Limited was the guest of honor. The program includes a presentation about the process, journey, challenges and success of Mumbai Dhabawalas, Nutan Mumbai Tiffin Box Supplier Association by Shri Arvind Talekar and Shri Raghunath Megre. National Voters Service Portal (NSVP). Election Commission of India has launched the National Voters Service Portal for facilitating people in registering on the electoral roll. The portal is available at www.nvsp.in, which provides all services that may be required by an individual related to electoral registration, that is, online registration, correcting entries or change in address, linking Aadhaar number to the data, searching name on electoral roll, besides printing of voters' information slip ahead of the poll day. FIEI, Federatalia Export-Import. Federatalia Export-Import promotes the expansion of Italian companies on the foreign markets. Represents the interest of Italian companies that since 1980 joined the Federation and its affiliated associations. Coordinates and promotes export-import services and projects through 10 affiliated export-import associations, a worldwide network of export-import associations, federations, confederations, and foreign trade promotion bodies, correspondents in 261 countries. Third, a worldwide network of international professionals in 105 countries, UPI Net. Fourth, a network of 64 multidisciplinary experts in international trade. Fifth, the European Economic Interest Group, Economic Development Board EDB. Sixth, the consortium Maxi Data, which Group 4 association, products and services offered by Federatalia Export-Import. Students, let's see the publications it has. There are 261 countries, business directories, the Practical Guide to Export-Import, international markets, journals, which comes on a monthly basis. On quarterly basis, we get the International Markets magazine. In addition, there are international trade catalogues and the yearbook Italia Export-Import. Students, the topic itself is immense. We will now move to our next subtopic, which is the Indian Institute of Foreign Trade, IIFT, is an autonomous public business school established in 1963 by the Government of India, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, to help professionalize the country's foreign trade management and increase exports by developing human resources, generating, analyzing and disseminating data and conducting research. Its flagship program is the Masters of Business Administration in International Business. It is the only institute among the top 10 business schools of India that offers international business program. The institute visualizes its future role as a catalyst for new ideas, concepts and skills for the internationalization of the Indian economy, the primary provider for training and research-based consultancy in the areas of international business, both for the corporate sector and government and the students' community. Indian Institute of Foreign Trade started out as a center to provide foreign trade advice to governments and has since played an instrumental role in the conducting research in trade policy formation. India Trade Promotion Organization ITPO was incorporated by merger of Trade Development Authority TDA, a registered society under Ministry of Commerce and Industry with Trade Fair Authority of India with effect from 1st January 1992. Trade Fair Authority of India was earlier incorporated under Section 25 of the Indian Companies Act 1956 on 30th December 1976 by amalgamating three organizations of the Government of India, viz. India International Trade Fair Organization, Directorate of Exhibitions and Commercial Publicity and Indian Council of Trade Fairs and Exhibition, and Commerce Operations with effect from 1st March 1977. India Trade Promotion Organization during its existence of more than 3 decades has played a proactive role in catalyzing trade, investment and technology transfer processes. Its promotional tools include organizing of fairs and exhibitions in India and abroad, buyer-seller meets, contact promotion programs, product promotion programs, promotion through overseas department stores, market surveys and information dissemination. TPO has been managing the Pragati Maidan exhibition complex in New Delhi, which is spread over an area of 123.5 acres and has established it as a renowned destination for holding exhibitions, conventions, seminars, business meets and other trade promotion activities. The existing infrastructure of Pragati Maidan includes more than 16 exhibition halls of about 65,000 square meter, out of which 40,000 square meter is air-conditioned space. It also consists of additional open space of 32,000 square meter, a modern air-conditioned food plaza with seating capacity for 500 plus persons, open and covered auditoriums with a combined capacity of 5,500 and 1,000 persons respectively, lounge areas, business centers facility, etc. The existing facilities are being used by industry, various ministries, government department and state governments to present their policies, initiatives and achievements by supporting holding exhibitions, conventions and other trade related events. India Trade Promotion Organization has an extensive infrastructure as well as marketing and information facilities that are availed by both exporters and importers. India Trade Promotion Organization had overseas offices at New York, Frankfurt, Tokyo, Moscow for pursuing opportunities for enhancement of India's trade and investment. However, all overseas offices are now closed by Indian Trade Promotion Organization. Importance of trade fairs. Trade fairs, conferences, business events, economic forums and exhibitions can be defined in a unified manner as sophisticated platforms for conducting business on a national and international scale. It is more than just a marketing tool, as the entire marketplace is at your fingertips. As a source of market information, they fulfill your needs in a centralized way. They provide an excellent opportunity to assess opinions from clients and determine market potential, conduct research and evaluate competition, develop commercial structures by identifying new agents and distributors, and initiating joint ventures and projects partnerships. Exhibitions provide a unique network platform to both Indian and foreign participants. They help in promotion, marketing and publicity efforts of participating companies. Exhibitions lead to joint ventures, tie-ups, and they also help bring in investments in the country, says Dr. Amit Mitra, Secretary General, FICCI. As a reliable media for exchange of information, exhibitions are being globally recognized as the apt medium for doing business today. In the words of Prem Behel, Chairman and MD, Exhibition India Group, the current economic slowdown is the ideal time for the industry to showcase its presence on the exhibition floor, as the industry is very much in position to reinforce its firmness, strength and collaborative nature. In fact, in tough market conditions, it becomes all the more imperative for all businesses to show greater visibility, strong fundamentals and continuation of businesses. The platform is ideal for the exhibitors to nurture the trust and confidence across the supply chain. Students, we have covered a lot of topics today. It will be important for you to study previous episodes along with this topic for better understanding. The topics on exports and imports will be beneficial too. Also, I would recommend to check the latest news on these topics. It becomes even more interesting as one topic is linked to the other. There are many subtopics in today's discussion. Students, we have today understood the topics institutional setup for export promotion, development of commerce, export promotion council and commodity boards, service institutions, export credit and guarantee corporation, Indian Institute of Foreign Trade, Trade Development Authority, Federatalia Export Import and Trade Fair Authority of India. That is all for today. Hope you have understood. We'll see you again with the next topic. Till then, take care. Bye.